Now we move on to Malaysia. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has begun his two-day state visit to Malaysia. This is reportedly his third visit to Malaysia and first since the two nations raised their relationship to the level of a comprehensive strategic partnership in August of 2024. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be holding bilateral discussions with his Malaysian counterpart Anwar Ibrahim during his visit. During the two-day visit, Prime Minister Modi is set to interact with members of the Indian diaspora and business leaders, while discussions are also likely to explore opportunities for defense collaboration. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, these may include areas such as the sale of Dornier aircraft and maintenance support for Scorpene submarines and Su-30 aircraft. Since 2022, political engagement between the two nations has remained consistent, with regular high-level visits and discussions. Malaysia is India's third-largest trading partner within ASEAN, while India ranks among Malaysia's top 10 global trading partners. The bilateral trade between the two have reached nearly $19.85 billion in the financial year 2024 to 2025. Now for this, we welcome Mr. Colin Chong-Yu Keith. He's a Foreign Affairs, Security and Strategy Analyst, joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Thank you very much, Mr. Keith, for joining us. Good to see you. Now looking at this, how significant is this that, India and Malaysia are moving or cooperating towards or developing closer ties?
Yes, we have seen the importance of this visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We have seen how the bilateral ties have been extremely important for both nations, especially also for Malaysia. And across all factors, across all domains, it's a multifaceted relationship. And it's critically important for Malaysia in the areas of economic partnership in terms of trade, supply chain resilience, food security, energy transition, the tech sector, and all that, and especially also on defense and security. We have seen how these rising tensions in the region and the need for this counterbalance capacity, and that is being provided by India. And we have seen how the reform and transformation of India for the past decade now under the legacies of Prime Minister Modi, from Made in India initiative to Digital India to Act East policy, and of course the Necklace of Diamonds strategy, all of which are aligned with the core interests and needs of this region of Southeast Asia. And we have seen how these ties between both nations have been at the forefront in terms of providing the trust, assurances, and confidence to both nations, especially also with regards to the needs of Malaysia in terms of expanding our deterrent capacity. We have got numerous interoperability capacities between both nations in terms of defense and security. We are going to expand that, of course, also in the areas of critical sectors, including on semiconductor, on digital economy, on economic transition. And Malaysia has its own core strength, which will also be beneficial to India. And also in terms of food security, India has also provided us in terms of the main exports on the pharmaceutical products, on drugs and medicine. And this has been critical for Malaysia, and we foresee that this will continue to expand deeper in terms of overall ties, especially with regards to economic and trade ties, also in expanding people-to-people relations. We share a lot of similarities and appreciation, cultural exchanges, as well as higher education in terms of research, scientific collaboration. So it's a multi-domain partnership, and which has been one of the most critical bilateral partnerships in the region. And hence we have seen how this visit has been pivotal. The personal welcome by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim is also a symbolic message that India is a critical partner to Malaysia, and this will be so for the next decade as we look forward to a strengthened bilateral ties, especially in terms of the benefits and the importance of India to the region, especially to the Indo-Pacific, as well as to Southeast Asia, and especially to Malaysia. Across all domains, Suma.
And what is Malaysia and India's friendship and their role in ASEAN?
Yes, we have seen how India-ASEAN ties have also been critical, one of the main anchors providing this stability and assurances to the region that India is now, of course, is a rising superpower, and India is going to be the most dominant economies in the world, for the next few decades. Is going to replace Germany and Japan as being the bigger economy than both nations, according to IMF projections. And India's rise has been overlooked for the past decade, especially by this region, who has been overwhelmed with the power of China. And I think this is a wake-up call to the region, that the importance of India across all domains, but especially to the region in terms of food security and supply chain resilience, and the increasing economic dependence on India. And in the realm and domain of defense and security, India is being seen as the rising counterbalancing factor to China. And this is critically important to the region, as the region is still being trapped by the mantra of non-alignment, but also at the same time is in dire need to have this counterbalancing weight to China, apart from the traditional reliance on the West and the US as being the main deterrent factors and parallel supporting capacity to the region. So India is being seen as a needed third party, and this is increasingly so under the strategic maneuvers by Prime Minister Modi, especially in terms of Act East policy and the necklace of diamonds counterbalancing strategy against China's pearl of strings. And of course, and this is being needed to maintain peace and stability in the region, especially in regards to the conflict in South China Sea, and to maintain maritime domain awareness, to increase joint defense capacity in terms of also providing this confidence building measures. Malaysia and India have also has changed a lot of these different military joint patrols and interoperability capacities. We have the Harimau Shakti, and we have also numerous activities going on. And I foresee that this will continue in the next couple of years. And we have enjoyed relatively good relations, and especially under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. And we foresee that this will continue to be so, especially under the current administration of Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim also. And this is critically important, especially for Malaysia, and being the anchor of stability also for Malaysia and for ASEAN. And India is indispensable in this regard.
With that, I'd like to thank Mr. Colin Chong Kit for joining us and sharing